Alrighty, what's going on, folks? Alrighty, what's going on, folks? Where did you go? That's fine. Where are you? Sort, rename. Save. There we go. All right, just give me a few minutes, guys. I need to get some social stuff out. All right, there we go. So, for those that don't know, The Expanse is obviously a sci-fi series that was made and then I believe it was on the Sci-Fi Channel, and then Amazon picked it up or something like that. Either way, uh, very interesting series. Cool if you like sci-fi. That being said, TellTale coming out with the kind of woodwork game is definitely interesting. So I've played the first two episodes already. This is a love it or hate it style of game. So if you're not a fan of it, it probably just won't be your thing. But it's episodic. So the first three episodes are out now. Um, for me, I actually enjoy these style of games because some weeks I only have a little bit of time to play. So the fact that I can do that with these makes it all the more, well, entertaining. The problem is these are all unfortunately on these are EGS exclusive games, or game, I should say. So we're on the deck. How are we gonna solve that problem? We're gonna go use the Heroic Game Launcher and solve that problem. So this is obviously all the annoyance that is part of things, but so here we are. We got the Expanse. I got a few other games, Trails into Reverie and the Trails of Cold Steel games. But let's get into playing this. So this is actually, let's move this text field down so you guys can see a little bit better. This will take a minute to launch because I have not really updated it until, well, now. So if you do get this for the Steam Deck and are you doing this through Heroic, you will have to use Proton Tricks to get the Microsoft Virtual Code stuff to fix it so it actually launches. So do keep that in mind. And the frame rate you guys are seeing right now is, well, not one you will get consistently throughout this game. I can tell you that right now. Overall, this game is definitely a step up in terms of aesthetics from their prior games. You're gonna be dumb. Give me 1 second. And this becomes part of the problem sometimes. And this isn't a deck related issue specifically. This is me not using standard controllers issue. So for those that don't know, Atari VCS controller, modern controller. Sometimes it doesn't like to detect when it's as you can tell, nothing. When it's in Bluetooth mode, sometimes it requires me to plug it in. I guess we'll find out. If not, I do have a PS4 controller that I can fire up and use as well. And as you can tell, the game is having a total connector right now, trying to figure out what I'm doing. All right, so let's try this again. Now, the one thing I hate about the VCS modern controller is that while as a controller in of itself, perfectly fine, if you do not have the right nook and cranny on the actual controller, there's a guide on the micro USB, which is maddeningly annoying. I might have to break out the PS4 controller. Which, where get him out of the bag. So let's try this again. Yeah, controller's not even working. Okay. Because of course, like I said, this is not a quote unquote Linux issue. This is a third party issue. Operator, call it whatever you want. All right, let's try this again. We'll shut this off. Again, that's a operator error issue for not using a standard quote unquote controller. Honestly, I just prefer the field VCS controller over the DualShock 4, whatever the fuck yeah, you know what I mean, the PlayStation controller. And the Xbox controller, at least with this, does not always tend to play the nicest, so. So we will probably have to exit out of this. Yep. We'll have to relaunch Heroic probably. The Steam's detecting controller. Come on. There we go. Why are you being dumb? You were not doing this the other day. You were playing perfectly fine. This is the problem with PC gaming in general. There we go. Now we can play a video game. All right. Now playing. That's nice. No. I could have sworn I already did episode 2. Episode 1. Summary. Do I need to update you to confirm? No, let's check to see if the updates need to be done. Pretty sure I had updated you. And you're not showing. Force update if available. So you should be playing then. So what is your malfunction? Ah, the joys of PC gaming. I really wish we could skip logos and all this crap. I get it. It's nice, but goddamn is it annoying as fuck. Why are you not letting me open? Credits. I want TellTale account. Why are you being weird? Strange. You should be playing. Choices, credits, accessibility, gameplay. Pretty sure I'm not missing anything in the choices here. You do a new game? Yes, so.
Listen, come on. Yeah.
Return to main menu. Confirm. I wonder now that it has something. Well, I guess we'll be playing episode 1. Whatever. Okay. I should be on episode 3. I don't know what's going on with that, so I'll have to see what's going on. Because it's showing I don't have him, but I do, and I know I do. You freeze. Hello. Yep, you did. This, boys and girls, is the pros and cons of third-party launchers. All right, let's see if this freezes again. There we go. That's better.
Listen, come on. Yeah.
I never did actually. Let's look at the video. Windowed, max frame, no, custom, advanced video settings, cinematic. So I don't have VSync on, so this is gonna be a very bouncy game as far as its frame rate. But that's more to go with the cinematic look than anything else.
No!
8 hours earlier.
Let's celebrate.
What are we celebrating?
Our last mission.
I've heard that before.
This is the one. By
So,
the end of the
you
day,
do
all
not
of
play
us are
Cox,
gonna
you
be
play,
fucking rich, but mostly you and me.
You play Rimmer. That's bad.
It's another wreck.
It's not just any wreck. The UNN Shinabi. Dropped off the map less than a week ago. No distress call. Those UNN pricks never come out this far unless they're carrying something special.
Aren't you one of those UNN pricks?
Easy. If I'm still one of those UNN pricks, then you're still an OPA traitor with Anderson Dawes' bounty on your head. But the past is the past.
The past is the past.
Sorry, not
Why
Rimmer.
didn't you
Drummer.
take
My
it?
bad. Anyway.
The bounty.
I knew you were worth more. Anybody who could piss off someone that dangerous must be pretty fucking valuable.
Don't make the same mistake he did. I work for you, but you don't own me.
Believe me.
And
I'm
yes, I'm a
well
total
aware.
asshole of these games.
Just want to make sure you're not having second thoughts about our deal.
No, come on. We're equal partners.
Anytime it says we're equal
Pay the
partners,
crew,
there's a
the
load of
cost, and
shit.
The overhead. The rest is 50-50. You and me. We've got a good thing going here. Nobody fucks with you, which means nobody fucks with me. And hell, if this score is what I think it could be, you've got the deal of the century. Now drink. Yam sang, or whatever the fuck you people say.
Close enough.
I mean, I already know what's going to happen here anyway, so.
Time to rally the crew for Cox's last mission. I should start.
So,
with
Cox is the
Khan.
last mission. Not really last missions. Overpromise, underdeliver. You know, kind of like Linux sometimes. Ooh, excuse me.
Khan, new orders from the captain.
I know. He already sent me the coordinates.
Captain thinks that this could be.
Last score we'll ever need. All of a century. I got the pep talk from him.
What's our ETA?
It depends
What's our EC?
what?
It depends on
on
what?
how long you plan to waste my time. Oh dear. I made the lackey upset. Forgive me.
Fashang Fong. You will bet. I'll break through to you eventually.
You want to braid somebody's hair? Go find Maya.
One sarcastic
I'm
ass to
busy.
another.
We're nearly there.
Oh, I'm gonna
The
say.
debris field is massive. It'll take me a minute to navigate. Somebody blew that ship to hell and back.
I should check the command console for more information on the Shinobi. Wouldn't want to do a high G burn in one of these. It's bad enough with the juice and the cushy chair. As the XO, it's my job to make sure the ship and its crew are in order. I keep a log on the ship and on our scavenge missions. Haven't had to shoot much, but we keep the PDCs fully stocked. Just in case.
So generically, I do like the character movement is fairly fluid, as you can tell. It runs fairly good on the deck. The one thing I don't care for is when you're in the ship portion. I can already tell you that jumping off the ladder transition is kind of
Time to find
it's a
the
little
rest
old.
of the crew. Arlen said he put all this away. What was it? 3
I will
days
also
ago?
say that they definitely encourage you to explore. There is a later section that I already know about that they suggest
Ship's diagnostics always come back good. The Artemis isn't much to
that
look
you
at, but she's built
do.
to last, of course. Cox needs
because
to
it
get his
actually
beauty
affects like the
rest
overall stories.
before
It
he
helps
gets back
build the
to work,
relationships and
doing
that kind of stuff
absolutely
because
nothing.
you're a scavenger, so you know you're gonna scavenge. Ironic how that works. So you'll be doing spacewalks and stuff and all that shit. So how's we going?
I used to suit up in the prep room with everyone. But I've seen Arlen's and Rayan's asses enough for one lifetime. Now, I keep my back suit in my room. Virgil.
So that'll give you a ping about where you need to go.
Virgil.
Exo drummer.
Usually medics only know enough to plug that thing in and rig up the morphine dispenser.
Well, I took a course in auto dock repair during my residency. Useful for work outside the medical system. It's been giving me abnormal readings since series, but I finally know why. The laser crystal's badly occluded.
This looks like the kind of job that Maya would kill for.
While Miss Castillo can no doubt install a new crystal, I'm afraid we'll need a new one first. I can only imagine what ancient welding equipment the captain dug this stone out of. But we'll need a high
Repurpose,
quality gem
reuse.
for surgical
Kind of
work.
like we always sell on Linux. Oh, you can breathe new life into systems. Yeah, can we breathe new life into by using
Have a new
newer
target.
systems?
What is it this time? El Dorado? The Fountain of Youth?
El
Let me
Dorado,
guess.
Fountain of
The
Youth.
Falcon Horde of Venus?
The UNN Shinobi. Cap believes there's something valuable on board. Something special.
Do we want to invite that kind of attention?
We'll be fine. In and out. No games.
I'll monitor any data you send back, and I'll be here to patch anyone up, should it come to that.
Okay, so is there any? Ooh, oh,
When Cox recruited me, a big selling point was the med bay. Should I be concerned that our medic thinks we need this many prosthetics? No one on this ship likes to talk about their past. But Virgil is a real mystery. Only Cox knows his deal, and he's not saying.
I wonder. Will let me in? Nope.
We never have enough supplies, but Virgil always seems to make do. Any other medic, and I'd assume he spent the day. Where do I look for a replacement crystal?
Aside from medical, high-end navigation or communication systems use them as well.
Maya has a plan for this meditation session. She's going to bring her makeup kit and wait until Virgil gets into a deep trance, then go to town on him. I may have to watch.
It's the airlock. Airlock perk brown, so that means I need to go which way? This way.
What's your excuse this time? You not get enough sleep? You need some aqua caca, huh?
Ow! Just let me go. It just fell, okay?
What I tell you? Tinsha, you stupid prig! Quit fucking up!
Hey, boss man, make him stop.
Shut it, Tokaka.
Carry on. I'm enjoying the show.
Si Pashanwala, even EXO agrees.
Okay, okay. For the God, brother.
We got a job, Baradnas. Listen up.
Nah, fuck that. I'm tired of rooting around in the dumpster for that Inya.
Cox promised us a real payday. He said, give me 3 months, and you never have to work again. He said,
this is the next job.
He said this is the next
he's
job,
the
and
boss
he's the
man.
boss man.
Just like series. Bossing everyone around, only this time no dolls to keep you on the leash, yeah?
This isn't series. On the ship, I'm the EXO.
Shit. I was only fucking with you, Kopang. Come on, Baratna.
I was nice to each one of them. One was an asshole, I punched him. Funny how that works.
So far, none of the biomass that's gone through this recycler has been a crew member. Maya is making an effort to learn some Belter words, and Arlen is trying to help. Supplies are always tight on long jobs, but we're
Yeah,
running low.
kind of
on
what I
even the
expect to
basics.
happen in real life. You're an asshole, you get punched.
Nothing like fresh
Not hard to
herbs
be a
and
halfway decent
spices
human
to
being.
go with dry kibble.
They're just some really dumb
ETA
motherfuckers.
5 minutes, drummer.
Will do, boss man. Headed back to my room to suit up now.
I do not want to go that way. But apparently I have to, so let's go which way they tell me to.
I never thought I'd get along
Yeah,
with
sure,
an
let's look at
offshoot
everybody's
like you.
stuff.
But Maya hates the MCRN almost as much as I do. Somehow I am not surprised to learn that Maya keeps a copy of our ship's manual by her bedside. Maya fits in well for her first time in the belt, despite whatever filota this book taught her. I bet she sniffs that box before she goes to bed. If he doesn't secure that thing before we come out of trust, We'll all be finding pieces in our beds. Again.
Oh, this is your room. Yeah.
I told him he couldn't wear OPA symbols for the sake of crew unity. So instead, he displays it here, like a petulant child.
Petulant child.
Where are you going to go, Kamina? Huh?
Anywhere but here. With anyone but you.
There are these occasional slowdowns
Hate
like
me
this
all you
one
want.
that
You are many things, Beltalowda, but
I'm not
you
sure
are
if it's
not
because
a
it's in
traitor.
cinematic mode or not, basically.
You love your belt. And right now, belt is me.
I'm busy.
You're late.
And here's
Tinkering
the
and get your helmet. We're about to
potential
push
love
off.
interest.
Fucking make me.
Typical engineer. Smart hands. But caca for brains. I already beat Arlen's ass today. Guess Virgil can handle one more patient.
Oh, I eat the friggin' side of the goddamn cabinet.
I should put you in the brig for this.
So yeah, there is QTEs on this here, quick time events, for those that don't know what that is.
Cutting thrust. Prepare to enter float in 3, 2...
Ugh. Come on. Let me hear it.
You got me.
Fuck yes. Finally! You were
Like
kicking my ass
20 to
for a minute.
1.
I thought you had me again.
That was a good move. But if we were playing for keeps, I would have headbutted you at the end there.
And if we were playing for keeps, I would have smashed your brittle belter bones up against the ceiling.
Don't believe everything they taught you in the Martian Navy. My bones are just as strong as yours.
I didn't believe a single thing they taught me at that fascist brainwash factory. That's why I'm here with you, brittle bitches.
I do love the inner banter and interaction between the characters. That is
Arlen and Rayan have begun breaching the
one thing
airlock
I've
off
noticed
the
is
bridge.
that they
Once we're in,
got really
we're
right
Holy
with the
shit,
character interactions
Io!
and stuff.
Usually Io is covered
Like,
in
that's the
pipey
stuff that really
dust streams
matters.
that fire off from its poles after volcanic activity. But it's clear as day.
It's hard for me to look at these moons without thinking about the Earther research colonies exploiting all the resources on them and giving nothing to the belt.
That's fucked up.
I usually only look for what could kill me out here. But it's nice getting to see it through your eyes. Even if they're the eyes of an inner who doesn't know her ass from her oxygen valve.
You mean an inner who pile-drived your ass into a ceiling, right?
Let's head out. Just remember to...
Woohoo!
spacewalking simulator. Sort of.
As I was saying, remember to keep your weight back when you land.
Still, not bad for an inner who's barely been in the belt for a month, eh?
Reminds me when Rayanna and I were learning to spacewalk. One time, he crashed right into the hull and shit his vac suit.
Shut it! Hurry up!
Whoa. Airlock is open, Exo.
Good. Let's see what we have in here.
Uh, 7:24. My day, or I'm a bit early. When was episode 3 supposed to be out? This came out in August. Redeemed. Let's get details.
Fucking table scraps.
July, so you should be part of that. Wonder.
Yo, Baratna. Shit's crazy.
Oh, there goes somebody's head. Heads will roll. Or float, I guess in this case.
Just breathe. Keep your head down. It's okay.
Now say puke in your suit, okay? That you won't choke to death on your own sick.
If you've played any of the other TellTale games, low spec, it's very similar in those games. It's like the Batman TellTale games, or any of the Quantic Dream games, like Detroit Become Human, or any of those kind of games. So there's gameplay, but it's mostly QTE, and it's very story focused. You know, exploration based, that kind of stuff.
Whoever put out this welcome gift for us is long gone. And they left behind a big-ass ship that must have some valuables still on it. So get scavenging!
So we're gonna get into some gameplay stuff here in a minute.
Orders. Hurry up and do your job so we can get back home.
So now we're in to the quote-unquote gameplay. And really the gameplay is mostly just exploration and stuff.
Ooh. If I stare at these too long, I might be the one throwing up in my suit. It's not like the pirates took down some creaky old ship. This thing was practically brand new. Got an intact QPU here.
Nice find.
So the cool thing is they do little things like this where it's like, hey, use magnet boots and, you know, walk up on the ceiling as opposed to the wall.
Fuel, oxygen, scrap metal, wiring. If we can use it or sell it, it goes in here. Pirates tore this place apart, but pirates aren't scavengers. Keep an eye out for trouble while you're setting up the containment vaults.
You ever cut anybody's head off, Exo? Back when you ran with Dawes?
One time, I cut a man's eyes out when he looked at me funny.
For real?
Sure did. Wore them as earrings the next night.
Bashang Fong.
Started? Indeed. Okay. One part wall. Blood.
Doesn't look like a typical pirate attack to me.
I agree. Maybe they were looking for something big and couldn't find it. Left the heads to try and scare off anyone else.
Or maybe they were a bunch of psychotic Pashangwalas.
Get your ass moving and we won't have to find out.
I want to go that way. I want to explore. Torn wall. Can't go that way, can't go that way. Can't go that way. So torch.
This looks like a fabricator of some kind. Maybe for material printing? Do we...
Yes! Gimme, gimme!
Hold, please.
Okay, time to scavenge.
Drummer, looks like the officers section is still intact. Go check it out.
So here it opens
On
up a bit more,
You know the military. The brass always hoards the best
so
shit.
you can kind of explore and
Let's hope so.
look at stuff and see what's going on. I missed something. Where did I see you? Headless horseman that moves. Ah. So like all these blinking lights and stuff are like different points of interest, I guess would be the best way to kind of describe them. Points of interest to explore and that kind of stuff.
Europa's Bane. Anyone heard of it?
It's one of Toussaint Zapata's ships.
Ah, fuck. Should've known.
Who is that?
Latest pirate flavor of the month.
It's
Led
Pirate
a
Flavor of the
mining
Month.
strike on Europa. Stole a few ships. Now self-employed as a full-time murdering psychopath.
UNN has been giving her a wide berth. If she wanted to take out this ship, it means she had a good reason.
Or she's just a murdering psychopath.
Got it. Thanks.
Okay, I've finished scanning the ship. Bad news first. The officers' quarters are secured with a fingerprint lock. You're going to need to find the right hand. an officer.
Sabaka.
But good news, according to the logs, Second Corporal Horowitz was in the mess hall at the time of the attack. Might be difficult to get his
So,
body back to the
generically,
door,
these
though.
types of games, I'm not gonna lie, are either hit or miss. You're either gonna like them or you're gonna really hate them. For me, because I prefer single-player games, this is one I'm going to prefer to play. I've played it quite a bit already. I'm kind of annoyed that I don't know what's going on with my other game saves that I gotta work on. I haven't really had time to figure that out. But I had an hour and wanted to kind of stream this a little bit. If you like single player games, kind of exploration based, they're very, very narrative driven, story focused, but you kind of can drive the outcome as you would. This is definitely one of those games for you. I would recommend some of the other TellTale games as well that are available. So I'm not a big fan of the Walking Dead versions that they did. I've never been a big Walking Dead guy, but stuff that they did with Wolf Among Us, I enjoyed the Batman games, Guardians of the Galaxy that they did. So there were a lot of games that they did that I really enjoyed. So I've always enjoyed this style of game anyway because of the branching narrative and that kind of stuff, and kind of your playthrough and potentially an outcome is going to be different than what somebody else's might be. It's not a lot of gameplay. It's a lot of story, a lot of narrative, all that kind of stuff. Graphics look really good. Sound and voice acting is fucking fantastic. I love the voice acting, and I love just kind of the ambience that they go for when you're exploring kind of these bigger open areas when you finally get to that point. So the fact that they encourage exploration of the environment is really, really nice as well. Opens it up a little more, makes it feel like a little more gameplay oriented. Performance on the deck, as you can tell, has been fairly smooth. These are all cinematic settings, so whatever that means in the grand scheme of things, no idea. One performance spike that kind of goes to like 15 to 20 frames. I'm not sure what that particular one's about, but overall, other than the little install issue, which is where you have to use, it's either Wine Tricks or Proton Tricks, whatever is built into Heroic, and just download the MSVC DLL for this, and it'll launch the game and all that stuff. So I really enjoy these games. I don't know about you guys. Let me know what you think, if it's your style of game or not. Totally get that. These are very specific to a very specific audience. So if you are a single player person though, I would definitely give this a try. So other than that, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Check out the couple of new videos that I dropped recently. Got a couple more coming out in the next couple of days. Get you guys on the flip.